And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Dr. Dwain Woode. That's Wood with an E. The E stands for endocrinology. Here I educate, I empower, and I encourage you to take charge of your health in your life, avoid complications, go to the next level. We're creating the life we've always wanted, and we are living, that's right, we're living limitless lives. Welcome back to another one of our pop-ups as we continue our path through this week in how do we improve our metabolism, reclaim our health, and to be better. I always say, hey, Wood with an E. The E stands for endocrinology. We educate, we empower, and we encourage you to take charge of your health and your life, avoid complications, go to the next level. We're creating the life we've always wanted, and we are living, that's right, we're living limitless lives. I am right now at 24 hours into this week's fast. For those of you who are with us, if you started yesterday and you are ending the fast right now, kudos to you. Hats off, streamers, noisemakers, and all those things. We're so excited that you've decided to take an opportunity to reclaim your health by doing what you need to do to be healthy. And fasting is a fascinating way of doing that. So congratulations to you. For those of you who are coming, we welcome our accelerator members who are watching. For those of you who are from one of the churches or one of the community centers, one of the physician offices where you've seen our content, thank you for coming through. Special shout out to our folks from Atlanta Berean, Riverside in Nashville, Tennessee, Riverside Chapel, and Louisville, Kentucky. That's the Magazine Street Church there in Louisville. Thank you for being here and thank you for hanging out. And then for everyone, wherever you're from, whether you're out of the country, inside the country, we welcome you as well. Go ahead and drop into the comments, where are you watching us from, right? So are you watching us from right here in Alabama, which is where I am? We've got folks in Georgia and Mississippi. We've got some folks who are in Ohio and Nebraska and New York and the Carolinas. We've got some people from Wisconsin, actually. And then, of course, around the country, around the world, we've got New Zealand. We've got folks from South Korea, got some people from London that watch. We're so excited that you're here to hang out with us. Well, let's just hop right into it. So as we went through the course of as we were going through the course of this week, we're talking about boundaries, right? So talking about boundaries, and you saw what I ate for the last time yesterday when we started the fast, and so we're continuing our conversation about how do we make sure that we're doing the things that we need to do, so we're guarding those boundaries. And one of the things I want to talk about is this idea that we have been discussing, and that is our balanced bites. Remember, we talked about balanced bites, and I want to just pop this up here for a minute so you can see this. And we'll come back and we'll do more discussions about all of the components of balanced bites. But you're asking yourself, hey, wait a minute. If we're talking about fasting, why are we talking about balanced bites, right? Because that means that we're eating. Well, the reason we're talking about balanced bites is because one of the reasons why our fast is so profound and why it causes us to have such great results has to do with the stuff that we're eating when we're not fasting. Let me say that again. If we do a good job while we're eating in our eating window, when we fast, the fast has a significant improvement in what it can do for us in terms of our metabolism. Remember, the fasting that we do, it takes about 24 to 48 hours to 36 hours for the glycogen in our liver to go away. And so when we're fasting, the body has to process all of that. And if we come into the fast and we've not done a good job in terms of our eating window, then the fast doesn't have as profound effect. But if we do that, what we're doing when we're eating, right, out there in the non-fasting time, when we do a good job there, what we're doing was we're actually supporting the fast, and the fast does a better job for us over the long term. So we're talking about balanced bites because it is a significant component in our fasting. And so the next question that you're asking, right? If you're new to us, or if you've been hanging around a while, you want to get another refresher. Why are we fasting? We're fasting because fasting is a tool that we're using to improve our metabolism. When we talk about our chronic diseases And we're talking about things like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, fatty liver, obesity, metabolic syndrome, heart disease, and strokes. The major component of those diseases has to do with metabolism. And remember, metabolic diseases or metabolism is the conversion of food to energy. And so if we're not careful, we can have dysfunction along any of those parts of our of the pathway. So from the food that we eat to how the body processes the food, to how the body absorbs the food, to how the body uses it for energy. Any of those places along the way, we can have dysfunction. And so fasting is a powerful and profound way to improve that process and to get us on the right track. I do see some of our community members out there. So let me go ahead and we're going to say hello. I see Pam. Pam is saying hello. Thank you for coming through. Steve is there. Steve is saying hello to Pam. Thank you for coming through, Steve. And then, of course, Pam saying hello to Steve again. Some of our community members, thank you for coming through and hanging out with us. Really appreciate that. Now, so back to our conversation. So fasting is simply a tool that we are using in this space for us to help our metabolism get right. Fasting improves our insulin sensitivity. Fasting is a wonderful way of doing those pillars that we talk about, right? So decreasing insulin, suppressing appetite, and reducing sugar. If we follow the fasting process and we do it well, then we are improving our metabolism. As we do our show this evening, when we do our 33-hour check-in, we'll talk more about fasting in general and what it does and how we can have the best benefits. So you want to make sure that you join us for that as we do our 33-hour check-in for today. We are going to continue our fast. So for those of you who started yesterday, you're ended today, congratulations. Kudos to you. For those of you who are starting today and you're going to end tomorrow, my hat's off to you. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. As you know, I do a 72-hour fast, and we are right now 24-hour into the fast. 33 hours, we'll do a check-in tomorrow tonight, and then we'll be into the fast tomorrow. As we go through the rest of the week, we're going to have some changes because we're doing some traveling. So this evening, we'll have our check-in as we do 33 hours. Tomorrow we'll do a pop-up, just like we're doing here, not in this space. You'll see me somewhere else, but we'll do our pop-up. And then tomorrow night, our show, and then Friday, our show will be a little different. So keep an eye out for that so you can be tuned in, okay? So make sure that you are joining us as we continue this process. Remember, our goal is how do we keep you alive as long as possible and how do we keep you as healthy as possible. Now, we talk about all these other things, A1Cs and weight and high blood pressure and high cholesterol, and those are simply markers on the way to our journey of being successful, right? So those are mileposts. When your A1C improves or your blood pressure gets better, your blood sugar gets better, your weight goes down, those are just mile markers that are saying to us that we are on the right path to our goal. And our ultimate goal, listen to this. Did you hear this? The ultimate goal is how do we keep you around so you can do the things you want to do? Whether that's watching your daughter or walking your daughter down the aisle, seeing your son get married, playing with the grandkids on the field, going to their ball game, spending some time traveling with your significant other, spending time with the family, enjoying all the things that you guys have been saving up for all these years. You've put time in. Now you need to enjoy that. And so those are our goals. How do we get you to live the life that you've always wanted? We're going to another level, y'all, right? So we don't want to continually increase the number, right? So there are over 1 billion people on the planet with diabetes and pre-diabetes. We don't want that number to keep going up, and it does keep going up. But we want to make sure that we're doing all that we can to be successful in this space. Hey, I want to do one thing before we go. We've been doing our Move campaign, and I want to make sure that you are joining us for that. If you've not done so yet, make sure you get there and make sure you are jumping in because the Move campaign, metabolic optimization via exercise. Notice the words there. Metabolic optimization via exercise. It is the space that you get to go and just jump in and you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Come join us. We're doing about 20 minutes now. We've changed the format a little bit. This is the time you come, you can replay it, you can listen to it, you can rerun it, but 20 minutes of time where you're actively doing something to improve your health. Okay. Now, there's no sound to this, but I'm going to play just a little bit so you can see what that promo looks like. Let's go ahead and let's do that right now. And so this is our MOVE campaign, metabolic optimization via exercise. We're exercising, we're doing some curls, we're doing some pelvic tilts, high knee marches, right? So we're spending some time doing some mind work, breathing, walking. We're doing some dead bugs there on the floor that you see. We got some dumbbell curls, and we're doing, here's our dead bugs again, and some knee extensions and stomach crunches. I'm so excited. I get to hang out with you and to walk through this space. So let's go ahead and let's get started with that. So once again, if you've not been with us, make sure you join us for that. Hey, we look forward to seeing you this evening. Those of you who are starting your fast today, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And those of you who are being fasting later, if you're starting tomorrow, come on, let's do it together as we continue to improve our metabolism. Hey, this is Dr. Dwain Woode. That's Wood with an E. The E stands for endocrinology. I educate, I empower, and I encourage you to take charge of your health and your life, avoid complications, go to the next level. We're creating the life we've always wanted, and we are living limitless lives. Now go live a limitless life. We'll see you in the community, and we'll see you as we get through the rest of the week. Bye-bye.